Hi you guys! This month's choreography is a pot balancing dance, and anyone who learns it is invited to be part of a collaborative video project, nautical themed, so I'm thinking sea creatures, mermaids, pirates, maybe even sailors, so whatever speaks to you, just reach out to me beforehand so I can get you all of the details. So we actually have an intro that is left for theatrics and improvisation. So I will mark that in the video of the run through of what part I'm improvising. I go all the way up until picking up my pot. So there's this little section, it's like da 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 da, da 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 da. And that's the section where we are picking up the pot. So you're gonna wanna have your pot or basket placed somewhere in front of you. So we wander on, you're just being weird. You're gonna hear that da 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 da. You look at it, and then da 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 da, lift it up, da da da, place it, and then we're gonna hear a little ding. And then the song sort of goes silent, and then we bring our arms out into an A-line position with flexed hands, like so. Nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually take my pot off for now so that I can turn and talk to the camera without worrying about knocking it off. So we are going to start. Soft knees, our weight is even. Arms down, our hands are flexed. We're gonna go down right, left with the hips, and we're gonna match it with the shoulders. Down, down. From here, we sort of even out to neutral. We're gonna do a chest pop, meaning it's not gonna stay lifted, it's gonna go up and then come down. So if I mirrored you, we go down right, left, up. And then we repeat the shoulder, hip, down, down. So we went. 1 and 2 and 3 and. From here, we're gonna shift our weight left. We're gonna lift the right knee up, point the toes up in passe, and then we open the knee. So this is similar to a combo I did in Get On Up. So as we open the knee, we are gonna open the arms up a little bit. So we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, we're prepping for a hook turn to face back, 7, 8. So 2 counts to get back. So it's nice and slow since we are going to be balancing. Now we're going to repeat that to the back, but starting left. And then instead of doing a chest pop, we're going to do a pelvic drop as a pop. So it goes forward, back. In the run through, I think sometimes I just do the chest lift again. That's totally fine. The pelvic drop feels a little bit awkward to me, but I felt that that was more of a nice view from behind rather than just seeing my back do something. So we're here, we go down left, right, booty, left, right, lift the left knee this time. As we open it, the arms open for 5. And then we prep 6. So the left is behind, the arms are going towards the right, the direction that that left foot is going. And then we hook turn back to front. Now we're gonna wanna make sure that our weight is on the right foot as we come around, and we can sort of end more towards the right diagonal than flat front. So we're facing back and down, down, booty, down, down, knee lift, open, prep, turn around. And I just sort of bring my arms relaxed and down. From here, we're gonna do a little hagala. So this is flat foot, we go and down, and down, and down. Yes, so if you're not doing 3/4 at the moment, you can do just drops forward. Drop, drop, drop. Nice. I tend to think about this more as like an up hip, but I feel like that confuses people. So I would think and so on the right. So I'm stepping left, I go and a 1, left, and a 2, and a 3. So I'm doing an up hip, but bringing the hip back and showcasing the opposite hip when it goes down. So I'm here, and a 1 and a 2, da, 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 da. So we just came around, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. From here, we're going to shift around, leading with the right hip. So our weight is right, we shift it back onto the left, and then we're going to lift the chest, roll, drop the hip, step onto the right, lift, roll. So we're doing little side undulations like this. As we pull the chest away, it's leading the rest of the body. The arms were up, and you have two options here. I tend to go between the two. So you can think about doing little outward flureos. So instead of like a more exaggerated or maybe more like flamenco inspired flureo, we're gonna do more of like a belly dance flureo. So we're keeping the fingers out, yeah? So we're not bringing the hands in and rolling through. It's more of a little wrist circle. So we go out, open. So I think about flureos like little figure eights, right? So they do the bottom half and the upper half. Bottom half, upper half. Yes, so the arms are up, so you would think 1, 2, 1, 2, or if you want to think more like waves, which is a concept that I use in other parts of the dance, is just hand waves. So yeah, so the hands would be up, and then we're leading with the wrist, and that's sort of like the prep, and then it's in, roll, in, roll. So those are your two options for hands. We just went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that time I did little hand waves. From there, we're going to bring the hands together to do a little tush push to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna let my hands end at about chest level, because then they're just gonna push forward and to the left. So we go, as we step left, we pop the right hip up, drop, shift the weight, we push up, step left, drop, shift the weight, sort of so it's even. So again, that's 3/4 optional. You can just do a tush push, or you can add 3/4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So let's go from the little side undulations, lift, roll, tush, push, tush, push. So we're ending with the weight left. We're going to go out to the right and then come back down. And then you're gonna hear that little sound again, da 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 da, right? That's the sound that we heard when we were picking up the pot. You're gonna hear that sound and you're gonna come up. So I've let my arms sort of come in. You're gonna come up, opening the arms for that da 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 da. On that third sound, you're gonna start doing a little down hip on the left. So the left is going down and down and down and down. So down, left, right, left, right, left, right. Make sure that that standing knee is soft so that you're getting even downs on both sides. 1, 2, and 3, and we're gonna hear that sound again, da 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 da. So that part is very much melodic in how we interpret it with our bodies. I go forward, so I'm hearing 3 sounds. Left shoulder rolls forward, right shoulder rolls forward, lift the chest, roll. That chest lift and drop sort of is the third sound. So it's da 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 da. I guess it's sort of like 4 sounds. So the hips are keeping the downbeat. Ba, 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 double time. And ba, 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 da, 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 da. Yes, the hips are gonna keep going. We're gonna do a flow arm. We dip the left fingers down, lift the wrist, lift the elbow, shoulder rolls in and down, and then we flow out through the right arm in just like a little snake arm. So that's gonna go da da da, da. So if we were thinking of like 3 to 4 sounds, that first arm is da da da. It's getting like 2 to 3 sounds, and then we're rolling out. I'm sort of flexible on how you interpret that just because I'm not counting, so just however you hear it. We come up, da 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 da. We're gonna end with the right hip up, and then we're gonna hit on out to the left. Nice, pointing the right toe, and we're gonna do a chest diamond. So we are going to, I'm just gonna do it flat to front. That chest diamond goes left, up, right, down, lift. So we finish with our chest lifted. Left, up, right, down, lift. This is very teeny. The sound is do-do-do-do-do-do. So again, melodic. So you're gonna have a pause. It goes left, up, right, down, and lift. So there's maybe a little bit of a pause. Again, it's melodic, so we'll just have to sort of feel that one out. I originally did diamond and then lift, roll down, but it felt too fast. So I think I'm holding for a sound to just help me transition into the next move. So I'm here, left, up, right, down, lift. We're gonna hear a little swoosh. We're gonna use a hook on the right hip of mine. It's gonna come up and over, and then we're gonna roll through the upper body for a reverse side undulation. Whew. Right hand's gonna come to the head, and then we're gonna do a little figure 8 with the left hip. So we're sort of leading with the knee. I'm lifting the foot off the ground, and then I come forward, roll through, lift the knee. So we just came swoosh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. If that feels like a balance issue for you, just leave the foot on the ground. You can go forward, back, forward. And then if you want to try to lift that foot, we extend, and we're we're tapping the ground with our toes for 7 and 8. 3 little sounds, you'll hear them, so you probably won't have to focus on counting. 7 and 8. So we're opening around. Ba, ba, ba. How we're mirroring you. Facing forward. Touch, touch, touch. Nice. Let's just try walking through that much. From the pot being put on our heads. So, we go. We've just been dancing around. Da, 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 look. Da, 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 pick it up. Da, 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 place. Ding. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did a chest bump there instead of a booty. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Da da da. 1, 2, and 3. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And hit. Do 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 do. Swoosh. Forward, back, forward knee. 7 and 8. We're going to step back on the left foot, leading with a left snake arm. 1, 2, 3. Release the pelvis forward, roll up, ending in the chest lift, and then a little hip drop on the right. So we just went 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 7, 8. Nice. So, taking this off again. This next section goes into shimmies. We are gonna do a very relaxed hip shimmy. So I'm controlling this mostly with my obliques. My knees are soft. Yeah. If you go into more of a straight leg shimmy, that's fine with me. I just would prefer it not to be a vibration. I want it to match the music, which is da 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 da. Yeah, so a little bit slower than a vibration would be appropriate for. And then we are going to go into some of those, I call them fishy hands, because first it's sort of like we're little fish and they come in, out, in, out. If I was mirroring you, I tend to do left on top for some reason. It honestly doesn't really matter to me which one you do. So in, out, that's forward. And then we're gonna go over to the left side. I'm gonna lift the fingers, and then this time these little fishies are gonna go off to the side. So this is what I look like forward. I'm sort of crossing my arm over. Just make sure that you have space here so that you're not like that. So facing forward, we just went hip drop. We're weighted left. We're going to shimmy onto the right towards the right diagonal, shimmy towards the left diagonal, and then again shimmy right. And this time I'm sort of trying to angle both my toes towards the diagonal just to create pretty lines. The first two times I don't really care so much. So when we do these movements, we're thinking 2 rounds. Yeah, so we go in, out, up and under, and then this next section, so let's walk through the whole thing, me facing away from you so we don't get confused with directions. So we're 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. I ended sort of open, stepping left, coming up, 5, 6, 7, 8, ending with the fingers up. This time I'm just going to move my right hand. The left is just going to stay out in second. And I'm going to think wrist up, come down. Wrist up, come down. So I'm not mirroring you here, so I will be opposite. Up, roll through, up, roll through. And as Natalie Nayoon sort of described this to me, is it's like you're carving through space. So it's like, instead of like doing this, right, we're thinking you've created with your wrist like this wave, and then your hand has to follow all the way through the fingertips, up and over, up and over. Let's try the other hand. Wrist comes up, it's carving a wave. So that visual might help you sort of have more control through the hand. Some really fun exercises are just fun. Just lifting and dropping, keeping the elbows still, holding onto the fingers, going out. Yes, other side. Up, down, up, down. So this is really going to teach us how to really move through the wrist without just this, right? That's what most of us think when we're first approaching anything with the wrist, is we're like, oh, well, the hand is moving. Really, it's the wrist and the hand is following. We're rolling through. So we were here, 6, 7, 8. In, out, up, over, up to down. We're going to bring the right arm up, sink, bringing that left knee in, sink. And then we have this moment to come to our pot. We're going to lift it off the head. Now I'm going to have to listen to the song again to count it. Let's see. Or I might be able to figure it out. So we just went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It might be on 8. It's just like this cute little ding sound. Yeah. Just went ding. We're going to go into those little side undulation hip drops again. So we're going to bring the left around, lift the chest, roll down through the right, drop, lift, roll down, drop. Yes. Then from there, we're going to flatten out, lift the right knee up, pointing the toes. Now, for me, I'm not mirroring you here, I'm lifting up my right leg. It really helps to point the toe, and don't rest the foot on the knee. I try to just like bring it into the side. You know, like that little bulge like right above the knee, I sort of like rest on the side of it. We're gonna be planting our pots on, so let me show you what that looks like. So we just lifted, and here we lift, bring the pot down, and then what helps me is lifting my knee to the point where I can rest the pot against my body. Yes, so keeping that standing knee really soft. Yeah, we're not gonna be here a very long time. It's just like gives us a nice break. It gives the audience a nice break from just seeing it on our heads. And there's a lot more things we can do with pot balancing, floor work, you know, et cetera, et cetera. But this song is really short and simple, so I kept the dance as such. So we were here. 7, 8, lift, roll, drop, step, knee, bring it on down. You have a moment here. 1. So I don't want to lie to you about counts. Let me sort of walk through this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. We're going to do a snake arm. 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's right, left. From there, I'm going to take this down for a minute to show you. We're going to do these little head slides with a look. And this is tricky. This is why I didn't keep the pot here very long, because looking up to the corners sort of will disorient you a bit. So I don't really care which way you go. I try to go right, left. Sometimes I go left, right. I'll mirror you. So if we're going right, I'm tilting, I'm doing a head slide, and then I'm tilting my chin slightly up. Slide and tilt, slide and tilt. And then I'm gonna add a look, look, look. So I'm thinking more like a bit of a smiley face than like, say, just like a head tilt or just a straight line. Smiley face, and then we're gonna do circle to the right. And that's gonna be, it can be flat. So flat would be this, adding a bit of a diagonal, meaning coming down a little bit for the back and then pushing up a little bit for the forward. See how I get a bit of a chin tilt? Then instead of just being flat, it's gonna be at a diagonal. So going circle. So just do whatever you want to do on that one, whatever looks best on your body. I know a lot of us have tight necks. So we were here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we look, sorry, I'll go right. 1, 2, right, left, and then we circle 3, 4. We're gonna drop the knee down, catch the pot. Here, catch it, and then turn for 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna roll up as we lift the pot back up, and then there's just like this little do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, and I just catch that with just like very relaxed hips. No specific count or side, it's just roll up, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, 6, 7, 8. So you're gonna have a few moments to get it there, and then we bring the arms down, and then we're gonna repeat the shoulder hip combo. So then we're repeating all of this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5. We go all the way through the hagala towards the corner, little side undulation hip drops. We go through the tush push. We repeat all of this, coming up, the da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. So that whole section is repeated. Where this starts to change is we were here, we just rolled through and then out, towards the right. Instead of just hitting and staying open, we're going to sort of come to the side and we're going to let our arms sort of swoop towards the left diagonal. So if I were mirroring you, so I'm allowing my upper body to angle a little bit. Yes, I'm going to do a little reverse arm roll going into a Marty roll. So a Marty roll is shoulders come up and down, lift, roll down. So we just went hit, fingers, and so I come up through the elbow, and then from there I sort of just go into that Marty roll. Or I guess it's the reverse Marty roll. So fingers, wrist, elbow, and then I circle the shoulders forward, lift, roll down, release. Yes. So we were here, let's go into those downs. Da, 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 da. Boo, do, 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 do. So again, that part's melodic. Sorry. Do, 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 do. So I do the shoulder movement as the sound sort of deepens. So it's do, 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 do. Yes. Do, 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 do. Very good. So let's move through this new section that we just worked on, and then we'll finish. So we really just have the end combo to learn. On the Maya hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fishies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sink. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step 5. Lift. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do 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 do. 5, 6, 7, 8. Repeat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left. 1 and booty. 1 and lift. Open. Prep. Turn around. Seagull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tush push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Da da da. 1 and 2 and 3 and da 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 da. Da 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 da. And ding. Do 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 do. Nice. Okay, just one combo left to go. Okay, the final section. I'm going to teach this without the pot on my head, and then we'll add it in. So we just ended here. Reverse arm undulation into the Marty roll. We're going to bring our hands into showgirl, bring that right foot in, and we're going to do 4 drops on the right hip. Drop, 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 drop. We're going to add a kick on the second hip, knee on the fourth. Now those are optional if it feels too fast. We are going to be going 1 and 2 and. 1 and 2 and. 1 and 2 and. Nice. From here, we're going to step forward. We're coming into releve. Step forward right, step back left, step right, prep, because we're going to do it on the other side. So the arms were in showgirl. They come in and then to the other side. So they were here. They come in, open, prep. Yes. So from this, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. As with most of my combos where I do something like this, I like to step forward. As I come back, I'm pulling my hips back. I'm pulling the abs in and sort of flattening through the low back. So from the side, step, pull back. But I'm leaving my head in place. That's gonna come in real handy having a pot, right? Because we don't wanna be like moving our heads all over the place. So really keeping the head still and letting the body move around it. From here, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and. Yeah, so just repeating on the other side. Keep the standing knee soft. 5 and 6 and. 7 and 8 and. So leaving the right foot free. So the footwork, we step forward left, step back right, open left, flatten, prep. So that whole thing. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. From here, we're going to go into a large hip circle. I step out, push the hips forward towards the right, bring the foot in as I circle back. Yes. Forward, back, and then I go into a jewel. Surprise, surprise. So for a jewel, we're thinking about a flat figure 8. Yeah, so a horizontal. I'm going to do a big one on the right, and then I go little, little, and then tuck in the left so as to lift that left leg up. I go circle, big, small, small. From here, we're going to do a hip bump to the left, left, so the weight is free from the right foot. We bring the hands down. We're just going to do little gooshy steps. So little figure 8 stepping down to up, down to up, down to up, down to up. We do 4. Just went 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I apologize. We do 3, so we end weighted right. I'm just going to let my wrists sort of follow the hips. So again, I'm not thinking about this as a hand movement. I'm leading with the wrists and my hands are trailing like they're in water, which is perfect for this dance. So let's go from the hip drops on the left, down, kick, down, knee, step, 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 circle, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we just repeat that whole thing, but sort of like in reverse. So we're going to do those hip drops starting left, take it around to do it on the right, and then we're going to be doing that new section with the hip circle going the other way. So let's walk through that. Drop, kick, drop, knee, 1, 2, 3 steps. 1, 2, lift, right, left, right, touch. Circle to the other side, extend the left, forward, back. We take a big horizontal circle to the left, and then little right, left tuck as we lift the right foot up. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, hit 5, 6, 7, 8. The right foot is free. Yes, we're almost there. We are going to step right, so we're crossing, and then we open, step, touch. Yes. There we go. Step, touch, step, touch. We're going to add a shoulder shimmy on top of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, just a little relaxed shoulder shimmy. It can be a little tricky with a pot on your head. From there, we're going to bring the hands out into lotus. So we go shimmy, touch, shimmy, touch. We're going to bring the fingers out like fans, and then we're going to bring the right foot forward to do a slow turn around. So that's going to be half time, and then we're going to go into 2 faster spins. So this might take practice. It's a little hard for me sometimes, but we're going to be doing some calibrated paddle turns. So let's go from the hip circle combo. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, My counts might be a little bit off. We'll see once we get the music on, but you get the gist of it. So let's just walk through going from the hip bump. So let's get our pots on. So we had just ended. Do, 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 do. And drop, kick, drop, knee, step, step, step. Drop, kick, drop, knee, step, step, step. Circle, twist, twist, twist. Hit, gooshy, gooshy, gooshy. Again, the other side. Drop, kick, drop, knee, step, step, step. Drop, kick, drop, knee, step, step, step. Circle, twist, twist, twist. Hit, gooshy, gooshy, gooshy. Shimmy, shimmy, open, slow turn, quick turn. Haha, nice. So, really quickly, just to talk about what my feet are doing there. I'm staying grounded in the left, but I'm lifting my heel up to make it possible for me to turn. I'm bringing my foot out and then bringing it in as I turn. Out, bring it in. Out, bring it in. Out, bring it in. Luckily, we're just doing two because it is a little harder when we can't spot, which we cannot do with a pot on our head. We have to keep our head stationary. So please message me if you have any questions. I hope that the run-through video is easy to follow. Since this is a recording, you can just rewind and go back to the sections that maybe didn't make sense at first, but best of luck, and I hope that some of you will perform this with me virtually. Have so much fun with this one. Mwah.